Terrell Thomas, we're live downtown Atlanta, Georgia World Congress Center. I'm with two gentlemen I'm quite sure you've seen throughout your time watching sports, covering your favorite sports teams. Goes by the name of Mr. Rob Parker, Mr. Chris Broussard. Thank you, gentlemen, for taking a moment out of your time and talk with us today. So Super Bowl 53 is just a week away, actually less than a week now. What are your thoughts on the wonderful city of Atlanta?
I love Atlanta. I've been covering sports here since the 80s, so I've been here a lot. I love it. I need some sweet tea, saturated pork. I'll get it out. No, but I love coming here. It's a great venue. I'm looking forward to the new stadium, which I have not been at.
Oh, that'll be a wonderful experience. How about yourself?
I love Atlanta. I always like coming here. I covered the '96 Olympics here. I'm aging myself, I know. But were you even born then? Nah.
Yeah, I was.
Barely. But Atlanta's great. You know, it's always good to be here. I'm actually doing an event at Morehouse on Sunday with several NFL players. So we're going to talk to a lot of the Morehouse students. It's all men. Okay. Well, Morehouse is all men, but the event is all men too. And so we're going to talk to them about life experiences, careers, money, family, things like that. So got a lot going on down here.
Who do you gentlemen actually see winning Super Bowl 53, and who do you see being the MVP of the game?
Can I say?
You know his opinion is
it's not biased. What are you talking about? It is objective. Well, hopefully, let's see. I'm hoping the Rams, and it's not a homer because we live in L.A. now with Fox, but the Rams. I was impressed by their playoff run so far. I hope that they show up and don't melt down like most teams do when they play the Patriots. And I think they can win. They can do it all. They can rush the passer. They can run the football. They have a young, good quarterback, and they have a young, good coach. So I think the Rams have everything they could do, everything you need to win a Super Bowl.
Who do you see as your MVP?
MVP? Should I say CJ? I'm going outside the box. I know it's not. Really? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think I might go there.
CJ Anderson? Okay.
CJ Anderson. Let's do something different.
All right. I haven't made my official pick yet.
Okay.
But I'm leaning toward the Patriots.
Okay.
And, you know, obviously the likely candidates they win is Tom Brady. But I could see it being a Sony Michel, a James White, somebody like that. So, or maybe a guy on the defensive end. But I think I'm leaning. I haven't made it official yet. I will on our show, our radio show, The Odd Couple. But I think I'm going Patriots.
When can folks check out the radio show?
The radio show is 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time. It's a national show. It's on over 300 affiliates around the country, 7 to 10 Pacific. But yeah, check it out. It's on Fox Sports Radio, but also the iHeart Radio Media app, and Sirius XM Channel 83.
Two more questions before I let you gentlemen go. One more in the NFL realm, then I want to ask you something in the NBA. What are both of you gentlemen's thoughts on Patrick Mahomes, the gentleman that we see had a phenomenal year this year? Of course, his journey.
Let me go first. Yes, I know. He is the future. He is next, all right? He's going to be the MVP this year, hands down.
Well deserved.
And we already have a bet, chicken wings. If I'm betting that at least, well, the bet is he has to hit at least 40 touchdowns next year.
Okay.
Which I think he'll do
Just
easily.
like you thought the Lakers were going to win 53 games this year, right? Did he tell you about that bet? Okay, I think I'm winning that bet. And I already know he's a fine young quarterback, but let's not get crazy. Everybody told you that RG3 was going to be the quarterback of the future as well. And all I'm saying is pump the brakes. He's a good player. But they will make adjustments as they always do for everybody. That's all I'm saying.
Here's the thing, though. Mahomes, what he does is sustainable. RG3 was a runner, which isn't sustainable. He's a true passing quarterback.
And then finally this morning, news broke that was kind of lingering in the air. Many of us assumed this may happen down the line. New Orleans Pelicans star Anthony Davis has reportedly informed the Pelicans that he does not plan to sign an extension and that he'll be looking for a trade. If these reports are true, where do you gentlemen feel that could possibly be a safe and good landing spot for Davis?
Well, I mean, obviously the Lakers is the place that is, I don't know if I'll say the favorite, but certainly they have a great chance of getting him. And everybody knew that once he signed with Rich Paul, who's LeBron's agent. So that's the only reason you come out now with this news, which his agent did put out there, because Boston can't get involved in the trade because of stipulations with Kyrie Irving's contract until July. So that gives the Lakers until the trade deadline, February 7th, to make something happen. Now, if I'm New Orleans, I'm not trading him before the deadline, unless it's just a blow-me-away deal.
Would you trade him in the West?
Yeah, if it's a better deal for my team, if I'm
how.
getting like equal value, but I don't think you're gonna get that, because if Anthony, remember, very few teams are gonna trade for Anthony Davis without his agreement to re-sign there. And now Boston, New York, those teams might take a chance because Boston has a great organization, could win a championship with him, or at least get to the finals. But most teams won't take that chance. Like a Denver, I'm not giving you anything of value if I'm Denver when I know he's not staying. So that limits the field, but I don't know if the Lakers have enough. We'll see.
I just don't see New Orleans wanting to help the Lakers. And again, what Chris said, if you're going to give up that, you got to know he's going to sign. So if I'm not going to be for sure that he's going to sign, then I might have to take another deal to another team who's just going to roll the dice, just the way Oklahoma City rolled the dice with Paul George. Everybody said Oklahoma City's dumb because he's going to L.A. Why would you trade for him? And what happened? He wound up liking it there, and he wound up signing. So if you're a team with nothing to lose and you feel like you want to roll the dice, and like you said, it could be the Knicks or Brooklyn or somewhere like that where they say, you got a good young nucleus, we're in a big city, roll the dice, he comes, he loves it, and then he could sign.
Terrell Thomas once again reporting live downtown Atlanta.
Did I tell you Atlanta was the worst sports town in America? I just had to bring this up. I'm sorry, but what's the deal with this place? Come on, I know a lot of transient people.
I'll say this. I'm biased, as I told you. I'm from Philadelphia. I've lived here for the past 8 years, though. I love the Hawks. I love what the Hawks organization is doing.
Except for that when Philly comes here, like all the Philly fans who live in Atlanta
and that's any game. If the Lakers are in town,
or the Knicks. I know. I used to cover games here when the Knicks used to come here.
Falcons fans are rabid here, though. Falcons fans are huge here. I will give them their credit. They're very, very rambunctious when there are Falcons games being played. I love the tailgating scene that goes on here.
The Falcons have the best following here, but I do agree with Rob. It's a bad sports town, man. I'm sorry.
It's great.
I remember when I was covering the World Series when the Braves won it. They beat Cleveland in '95. It was like 50 people outside celebrating in the street. In Cleveland, that would have been, they would have been going crazy. Like, come on.
Well, I'll tell you, gentlemen, the culture is changing with the soccer team being here now, with the new
Don't
state.
give me soccer.
It really is, though. We see, I was impressed.
Not about to turn Atlanta into a sports
It's
town.
growing. Just remember that 5 years down the line.
I've been hearing that for 40 years.
It's really,
I've been hearing it for 50 years. I ain't buying soccer.
On, nah, stop it. Stop.
In all honesty, I appreciate you, gentlemen.
I definitely don't want to hear about that.
Oh, no, I mean, our sports culture is amazing, so I love how things are at home. But here, it really is growing. I've seen a lot of growth and improvement over the last couple of years.
I know you work here. You got to say that.
I hope it continues. Hope it continues to grow. Thanks once again to Mr. Chris Broussard, Rob Parker. I appreciate you, gentlemen, stopping on your busy schedule and talking with us. Terrell Thomas, These Urban Times. Catch you later.
Thanks.